bar because Bernie told you that, but I had nothing to do with that. So, before your entertainment tonight, we do have a pretty eclectic lineup of various guest speakers, some songs, some jokes, and a couple of cheap theatrical stunts. So, and if I can keep my voice, we might make it there. Now, since nobody was actually dumb enough to volunteer to MC this thing, we're going to kind of make it up as we go along. And what I'm going to do is we're going to start out the evening with top 10 list. And this is, again, it's not always an easy thing knowing when it's time to retire. So my top 10 list tonight is the top 10 signs that it's time to retire from Capitol. Oh, the number top, the 10 top sign that it's time to retire is you're actually older than the furniture. Number 9, your last great idea was to improve security by making everyone work naked. Number 8, you finally realized that Capitol's market-based pay really refers to Hannaford and Price Chopper. Number 7, you need more time to work on your great new idea for a TV show, Dancing with Engineers. Number 6, you had to get a colonoscopy, which I did last week, and it ended up looking something like this. That is my colonoscopy. It's big enough. Number 5. After 40 years working at Capitol, you still think plutonium is where Mickey Mouse's dog lives. Number 4. The company changes its name more often than your salary. Number 3, this is for people who were last week. You flunked active shooter training. Number 2, to emphasize the research mission of the laboratory, you suggested changing the name to the Knowles Research of Atomic Power Laboratory, better known as CRAPPLE. And the number 1 sign that it's time to retire from Capitol. At the last security briefing, you mooned the chief of security and said, "Hey, classify this." Now, I actually did do that, and it kind of went a little something like this. "Hey, classify this." jokes over the years. So maybe now you know who to blame. It really wasn't my fault. So I'd like if you all please give a really warm welcome to my longtime good friend and neighbor, Mr. Jeff Dashing. He'll entertain you.
We could have combined the mooning with the colonoscopy. Okay, Rick and I have this running argument right now, which is, I'll tell you a joke, which he claims that I told him, but I claim that he told me. And both of us are going to end up on the shitty end of the stick as far as the Bar Association is concerned. But I'm going to do this joke. As Rick said, I was a neighbor of his for, 30-some years before they left the neighborhood. Property values skyrocketed. We've played some golf together, and we drank some beers together, and, the story goes that we're in a lawyer's office, and woman is sitting, the lawyer is sitting, and her husband is standing there. They're getting just ready to sign the documents, last will and testament, DNR, all the stuff that we now deal with on a daily basis. And unfortunately, the guy is standing there like this. So the lawyer says, thank you for coming in, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, signing the documents. We really appreciate it. Mr. Johnson, I have one question for you. He said, what's the deal with you and this, bobbing back and forth from one side to the other? And he said, well, as you know, I was an merchant marine for 38 years. And he said, I spent a lot of time on ships, and, I get off the ships and I still kind of feel like I got my sea legs and not my land legs. The lawyer looks at him and says, is this a really common affliction? He says, oh, no, it's extremely rare. The lawyer says, oh, thank God. He said, I thought I'd have to spend my entire retirement walking around going like this. Yeah. Hey, that's Rick's favorite joke, so I apologize. And he's got several letters from Martin Harding in this. Just Mazzotti, okay. Well, since we're talking about Mazzotti, it kind of reminds me of the story of the old Italian couple. And I can tell ethnic jokes of any kind, but this happens to be an old Italian couple. And the Italian couple is, they're in divorce court. Now, this isn't the one about we wanted to wait till the kids were dead. But they've been married for years and years and years. And the judge says, I don't understand this. You've been married for almost 65 years. What's with this divorce now? He says, Maria, tell me, why are you doing this? She says, what I'm going to tell you, Ron, is like this. He said, every time when we have sex, he has to be on the top. I say, hey, Luigi, let's try something new, something interesting. Oh, no, gotta be on top. I don't know what to do about that. Judge says, well, that's a problem potentially, but it's not a big deal. Is that it? She says, no. He says, everywhere we go, he's a pick his nose. He's a pick his nose in the church. He's a pick his nose in the restaurant. Look right now, he's just sitting on a bench and he's a picking his nose. Well, says Luigi, what's the story? Give me your side of this. He says, what do you want I'm going to tell you? He says, so when I come to America, I meet a man just like you. And he said, gives me this advice. He says, Luigi, if you're going to be a success in America, remember two things. Keep your nose clean and don't fuck up. Okay. I could spend all night with a microphone, and that's not what I'm going to do. But Rick, I want to congratulate you on your retirement. You can now go to the movies with the rest of us in the afternoon and look around and say, gee, these people are old. Because you are cool. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Hello, can everybody hear me? Yeah, hi. My name is Jim Del Pratt. I'm also known as Jim Del Pratt, male escort. For those people who don't work at Capitol, I'll just leave that up to your imagination. Anyways, I would say about a month ago, I was at Capitol diligently performing my male escort duties. So about 10 o'clock in the morning, Rick came over, and he woke me up. And he said, "Hey Jim," he said, I'm going to be retiring in about a month or so, and I'd like it if you came to the party and talked about my basketball skills and my cat-like moves." And he said, "I really appreciate that." And I said, "Well, Rick, I'd really like to, but I really can't do that." I said, "It's not because I don't want to, it's just because you don't have any." Anyways, he finally said, "Look, if you come, I'll give you $50. I said, "Well, I'll try to come up with something for $50. Then I noticed that there was a lot of other people coming, and I talked to a couple of them, and some of them said that he was actually giving them like $100. I said, "I should have held out." Well, one guy here is going to talk about his technical skills, and that's going to take, about 15 seconds? And he's getting like 150. I know I should have held out. But anyways, I did agree, and unfortunately, here I am. Okay. I've known Rick probably about 60 or 70 years. Rick, I mean, at least, we put together a packet. And I met him when he first came here, and my eyesight's not what it used to be, so I'm going to have to cheat a little bit here. And I met him when he first came to Capitol, and he wanted to play basketball, and he, hold on. Burn this will be all right. Okay. Yeah. We can sing happy birthday to Rick. Okay. And then I apologize for that. So anyways, now we're talking. Okay. So anyways, like I said, I've known Rick about 60 or 70 years. I worked at Capitol, and actually at one point, Rick and I worked, we sat together in the same office for several years, I think in the mid-80s. I could have looked up the dates, but I'm too lazy. I really don't care. But anyway, we did work together in the mid-80s. And like I said, somebody else is going to be talking about his technical skills, so I'm not going to be bothered with that. So anyways, I remember when Rick first started playing, way back in the beginning, I was really happy because I'm a point guard. I'm relatively short. And I like to shoot and I like to pass. And I saw Rick come in, I was saying, "Hey, this is great. A tall guy that's going to play with us, that can get rebounds and pass me the ball so I can even get more shots." So we started playing, and after a short while, I realized that, it didn't quite work out that way. Besides being tall, Rick is unusually slow, okay? And he also, he couldn't jump over the foul line. So his rebounding skills were too good. And he would catch about 1 out of every 5 of my passes. So, but for Rick, that was good. So anyways, we used to play, and it really just seemed like when we were playing, and Rick was playing, his feet were actually like nailed to the floor. Now he couldn't run, and he couldn't jump. I'm going, gee, you know, the guy's this big, he should be able to do something. And so about 2 or 3 weeks ago, remember when we had a nice break in the weather, I went out for a walk. And I was walking by Rick's house, because we lived relatively close to each other, and I looked in his garage, and I noticed that he had some basketball stuff out there. And I said, hey, so I ran in, and I grabbed these things, and I said, this might be a clue as to why Rick has the problems he has. So I grabbed the stuff, and I actually brought it with me tonight. And I'll show you what I think his problem might be. These are his basketball shoes, and you can see how he wears them. And that's why I think he had a lot of problems, you know, jumping and running. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, there's something else in here. Wait a minute here. Oh, what's this, Rick? Oh, and it says extra small. I'm sorry, Sue. So anyways, yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, oh, perfect. Oh, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Okay, anyways, Rick tried to make up for the lack of speed, rebounding, and general basketball skills by becoming a better shooter. And unfortunately, as I remember, Rick didn't really have a good shot either. And he couldn't hit a jump shot, a hook shot, or a layup pretty much to save his life. So I found out where Rick went to high school, someplace out in Casanova or something, and I called his old high school basketball coach. And I asked him if he remembered Rick, and it took him a few minutes. And he said, oh yeah, Rick Polpeck, right? I said, yeah. And I said, how was Rick on the basketball team? And what he said was that every year, just before he cut him, he would tell him that he couldn't hit a bull in the ass with a banjo. All right? Now Rick says that's not true, but Ken Ellis is here. Ken Ellis is here. Oh, sorry, but Ken couldn't make it. So no. What Rick and I are going to do, we have a guitar right here, so instead of a banjo, we'll use a guitar, which is a bigger weapon, and we're going to drive over to Mechanicsville after this party tonight. We're going to find a big bull, the biggest one we can find, and Rick to prove that he can hit a bull in the ass with a banjo. So that's what we're going to be doing. And the other thing is, even if he can hit the bull in the ass, he still can't shoot. Anyway, Rick eventually tried to make up for his rebounding, shooting, passing, defensive, his lack of all these skills by becoming a better passer, dribbler, playmaker. And he really thought he made some progress in this area. And he told me that he practiced dribbling for hours and hours in his garage. Well, anyways, the same day I found his sneakers, I also found his basketball. So, if you don't mind, Rick, I'd like a little demonstration of, your dribbling skills. Here we go. Demonstration by Rick Polpeck on dribbling. Go ahead, Rick. Let's see your dribble. Let's go. That's it. That's kind of like that's how I remember it, Rick. That's good. Yeah, that's what I remember. We used to go to this little pub in Clifton Park. And if I remember correctly, he handled himself very well in that pub. As inferior as his skills were in basketball, they're far superior than his skills playing poker. I don't know if you guys know people play poker with Rick, but he's not one of the best poker players. As a matter of fact, we've been playing once a month for 5 years where we live, and all the guys are usually pretty disappointed when Rick doesn't show up, because that's a pretty good source of money. Anyways, despite of his lack of basketball skills, which I have to truthfully admit, we're actually quite good. Rick is a pretty good basketball. Fortunately, he's a lot more coordinated than he looks. But he always was and continues to be a great teammate both on and off the court. He and Sue have held many parties at their house and at their place at the camp. They're always gracious and wonderful hosts. And when Paulette and I moved into our new house, right down the road from Rick and Sue, they were the first ones there to welcome us and welcome us to the community, and we really appreciated that. Now that Rick is retiring, hopefully Paulette and I will have more opportunity to see Rick and Sue, and looking forward to that, living on the street up the street. And we both wish you and Sue a long, happy, and healthy retirement. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. We're the kids. This is Sarah's daughter. I'm Matt's son-in-law, and little grandkid right here. So Rick told us for many years he wouldn't really mind going to work. In fact, he liked it if it wasn't for that freaking alarm clock. I mean, where else can you go to work where they send you across the country? Idaho, Pittsburgh, California. And even a big conference in California where you see bands like Billy Joel, Tom Petty, and Kings of Leon. But that damn alarm clock.
Well, we all will know that that's just one of the many things that suck about going to work, is that alarm clock. And like many of you, I hardly know what my dad has done at Capitol for the past 4 years. But there are just some universal truths that make work horrible for everyone. Many of these truths were captured in a movie about TPS reports, having a case of the Mondays, and 8 different bosses who occasionally tell you, yeah, I'm gonna need you to come in on Saturday.
Inspired by the movie Office Space, Rick's hatred for his alarm clock, and our twisted sense of humor, we came up with what we think is the perfect retirement gift/activity. Enjoy and congratulations.
We forgot.
I need Rick Popek to get over here right